I'm Jason UFC, and today we have a story about UFC middleweight contender Israel Adesanya labels Dricus Du Plessis an idiot for his comments about Africa. He's also unhappy with the current UFC middleweight champion Alex Pereira's behavior ahead of their fight at UFC 287. Former UFC middleweight champion Israel Adesanya recently had plenty to say ahead of his UFC 287 match versus Alex Pereira for the middleweight championship. The last style bender sat down for an interview with The Rock, no, not that one, where he discussed a variety of MMA related topics. At one point, Israel Adesanya was questioned on UFC middleweight champion Alex Pereira recent reaction to Israel Adesanya's own reaction to Kamaru Usman UFC 286 loss. Israel Adesanya labels Pereira's behavior weird and took issue with Pereira's general reaction to Israel Adesanya possessions and lifestyle. That was weird, bro. You know what's weird though for me? I'm like, I don't really care, but there's no one reaction he gave. Israel Adesanya said this one reaction he gave, like they pan to like some stuffed animals, right? And he goes like mimics Pereira's reaction. And for me, I'm like, who do you think you are like that? I don't look at him and go, why you wearing that face paint? I don't care. Okay. Israel Adesanya went on to explain that Pereira's taking such issue with his lifestyle says more about Pereira heading into their clash than it does about the last style benders. Just don't react. Israel Adesanya dismissive of Dricus Du Plessis' controversial Africa remarks. In the same interview, Israel Adesanya referenced rising middleweight star Dricus Du Plessis, who just defeated Derek Brunson. Dricus Du Plessis recently raised some eyebrows when he suggested that should he become a champion in the UFC, he'd be more a complete MMA representative of Africa than African-born fighters such as Israel Adesanya, Kamaru Usman, and Francis Ngannou. Dricus Du Plessis. Come on. Dricus Du Plessis, who is from South Africa, currently living in Pretoria, South Africa, whereas the aforementioned three champions all reside and trade away from the African continent. Unimpressed by Dricus Du Plessis' remarks, Israel Adesanya didn't even name him, instead using the topic as an example of how therapy has been. He said therapy. Some idiot said about, African fighters, I don't want to give him any attention. Okay, should I even read the rest? Okay. The sneak dissing thing is fun, but if you're gonna, okay, I'll just read the statement. Okay. Okay, I do have to preface this. If you're gonna sneak diss someone, you might as well just name them, right? You know what I'm saying? Some idiot. We know who you're talking about. You're in the same division as the person you're talking. Just say Dricus Du Plessis, right? Like, especially if you want to say, I don't want to give him attention. But okay, let's get back in. I'm just saying, like, at this point, you might as well just say Dricus Du Plessis, right? Like, this is not like a sneak diss situation. But anyway, especially when you say, I don't want to give him attention. Israel Adesanya said, I don't react. The one thing I tell anybody, don't react, don't respond. That's one of those things I learned through therapy that really benefited me, because a lot of men, even in this day and age, they just react. Something happens, they go tweet about it or stab someone or what? Or they get into a fight and they hurt themselves. Just don't react. Okay, that's from therapy. Israel Adesanya, okay. Yeah, not much going on with this article. We didn't cover the Dricus Du Plessis argument on this channel because it's just, it's a crazy argument. to say the least. Kamaru Usman, Israel Adesanya, and Francis Ngannou, I believe, were all three born in Africa. So I don't really know what Dricus Du Plessis was even talking about. So we didn't have to get into that kind of argument. But yeah, there's a lot going on with Israel Adesanya and Alex Pereira. They will be fighting at UFC 287. So you can see the interviews are starting to pick up. The heat is starting to pick up between these two fighters. What Israel Adesanya was referencing is, you can see the video right here. You can see Alex Pereira is watching Israel Adesanya's reaction to Kamaru Usman losing at versus Leon Edwards. Now, I didn't see this video. I didn't see the reaction video. I didn't see the original reaction video. But I'm assuming that maybe Pereira was, I'm just assuming this completely. I guess he was saying that Israel Adesanya wasn't too broken up by Kamaru Usman's loss or something like that. Or he didn't show enough emotion. I have no idea. I got to be honest. I don't know what the reaction was to Kamaru Usman's loss, but Pereira is choosing to point it out. I gotta be honest, I really do like this Alex Pereira's sense of humor. Like, he doesn't sit back, you know. I don't believe he speaks any English, but if you take a shot at him, he will take a shot right back at you. Like, he doesn't let anything go, right? Him and Chimaev keep going back and forth. I don't know what they have beef about, but they seem to really have beef. He does reaction videos now. Like, I really think, you know, this Alex Pereira, UFC middleweight champion, he's something to watch. I really like his character, and he's interesting. Even when he does interviews, like, he'll take shots at people. He's not quiet. He's not, you know, stoic. He will, you know, he doesn't mind all of the smoke, it seems like. You know, he's baiting Israel Adesanya, right? You know, like, Alex Pereira is the champion. Like, you know, he's watching the Israel Adesanya's reaction video. Like, he doesn't have to watch, you know, he doesn't have to watch any of this, but he's showing Israel, it's like, dude, I'm on you, right? Like, I may be the champion, but I'm on your ass, right? Respectfully, right? Respectfully. Hopefully I don't get demonetized for the word. But let me know your opinion of this story. Who do you think is just going to win this fight? All of this stuff is fun in games. You know, it's fun for MMA casuals like myself to get into stories like this. But at the end of the day, who do you think is going to win the fight, the rematch between Israel Adesanya, the former UFC middleweight champion, and the current reigning undisputed middleweight champion of the world, Alex Pereira? I'm not gonna say who I think is gonna win. I just want to see the fight, right? But let me know your opinion. I'm Jason UFC. Today we had a story about former UFC middleweight champion Israel Adesanya labels Dricus Du Plessis an idiot for his comments about African fighters and African UFC fighters. Also unhappy with the current reigning undisputed middleweight champion Alex Pereira's behavior ahead of their fight at UFC 287. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the $1 donation button, and please tune in to the next video on this channel. Thanks a million for watching.